Good morning, it's day 3. Just packed up my tent. I've just noticed an air balloon over there actually. Seems a bit windy for an air balloon, but whatever. It's about 6:30 in the morning. Chris is just packing his tent away. I've packed away mine. Got a pretty decent sleep actually. Last night, just as I was about to go to bed, a bunch of guys came and stood there with a little ghetto blaster. I was like, oh god, that's going to be annoying, but luckily they only lasted there for about 20 minutes. But yeah, gonna get an early start this morning, and ideally we want to be pushing 30 miles today, so we can finish Thursday night on time. So yeah, just about to have some breakfast and then crack on. Just having my morning coffee with biscuits, watching the hot air balloons fly in the air. I don't know if you can see them, but there's about 11 of them all in the sky. That hopefully means it's going to be a nice day. Coley Peak. So it's 7 AM. We're just leaving our camp spot from Coley Peak. Slept well. Chris, you slept okay?
Yeah, slept okay.
Good, it's just your feet that are a little bit sore. We've figured out that we need to do 29.5 miles per day for the next 2 days if we're going to get to the finish line in the time we intend. So we've got a bit of a slog to do, but it's a nice early start. It's 7 AM and the day has just begun. Just waiting in the woods while Chris does his morning number 2, and I've just been sent a link from a friend who sent me this article about a black panther that's been spotted in the woods near Stroud, which is exactly where we are right now. I looked at the link and it does look generally like a black panther, the photographs and everything, but yeah, it'd be interesting if we see that. All right, Chris?
Yep.
All good?
All good. All ready to go.
Right, I think it's down here, right?
I think it is.
Yeah. We made it halfway. Haresfield Beacon. Here we are. We've been walking for about we've walked 9 miles. It's 10:30, so we've actually done quite well today. You can still see the 7 bridges in the distance. Yeah, good job, Chris. Well done.
Cheers.
Halfway. So only another just over 50 miles to go now to the finish line.
53.
53 apparently. So I don't know if you've ever seen these before on top of hills. These are known as trig points, which they're basically the highest point in a specific area, and it's to help like map out the areas and show where the highest points are in each area. But we're gonna have a little chill now, eat some food, and then crack on.
A lot of them. They got wet yesterday, unfortunately.
Hello.
Where did you walk from?
Started Bath.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're going uphill all the way.
On Monday.
We're going uphill.
We're going down the map.
Well, right. Doesn't quite work like that, unfortunately. Up, down, up,
We
down.
found,
10 miles
we
today.
found a sign which
So we did
says
27 yesterday.
Oh my god. And where are you camping?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just wild
When are you
camping.
ready to finish?
Tomorrow evening,
Thursday night, yeah.
if we can.
oh,
We've got a long way to
It's taken us 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, I think 5 or 6 walking days to get this far.
How far do you do a day?
Between
10.
about 8 and 10.
Okay, we've done 10 already.
Well, you are about,
Yeah,
you are about 50 years younger than us.
Yeah, fair point, fair point.
We're just sitting here eating jelly. Would you like a jelly, babe?
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We're looking forward to get to the next town. I haven't.
Painswick.
Yes, thank you so much.
Here, take a handful. Honestly,
Oh,
you've got
thank
2
you.
packets.
That's very
You
kind of
deserve
you.
it.
Thank you so
And
much.
there's a little shop in Painswick.
We might take a packet.
Let's
We've got
take a
another
packet.
packet
We've got
here.
another
No, we don't take your
honestly.
supplies,
Yeah,
it's
we've
fine.
got another
We've got
card.
another packet.
That's very, very
Thank
kind
you,
of
we won't steal your food.
No, 'cause
So in
you can
Painswick, which is the
survive
next
on
place you'll get to,
jelly
which is
babies
about
quite a bit.
4
Yeah,
miles,
you take it.
Thank you.
Oh,
there's a
thank
little
you.
spa shop.
Okay.
But
In the
apart from
square.
that, there's a pub. I mean, we were really surprised because we thought it was going to be like
A proper town.
proper chicken.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, absolutely stunningly beautiful, but very sad
No
and very
shops.
run down.
Oh, really?
Lots of places shut.
Oh, right.
Lots of kind of.
Because of COVID.
No, just
Yeah,
maybe
just-
sort of shut.
So
Yeah.
the shop is in. There's
So,
the
I
map.
was looking forward
The
to that
shop
place.
is in
Yeah,
this.
no, we were. We stayed there last night.
in this
It was
little
very
square.
nice,
It's
but,
not
you know, we
actually
kind of
on the
thought, oh,
route.
there'd be nice
Oh,
little
okay.
coffee
But it's
shops
just
and
if you
could
go,
walk
that's
past,
the church. You'll
which is
see the
opposite
great
the
big
little
spa,
shop.
Yeah.
and it's just that little
I've been looking
square.
forward to that
All
this
right,
morning.
we'll look out
Somebody
for
will
it.
tell you,
At least I now know.
but
And
there
then the
doesn't
next
seem to be
place
nothing else
you'll
at
go
all.
through is
So,
Bird
Oh,
Hill.
right, okay.
And that's
so-
just, that's
and they
just
do
one
sell
pub,
jelly
isn't it?
babies.
They do sell jelly
That's why I
babies.
got them.
So I'm looking forward to getting to. I want to try and get somewhere that I can replace these shoes. I've got real big blisters on my shoes.
Oh,
But I don't
so
think
where,
there was
you,
going to be
where
any.
do you think you'll camp tonight?
Wherever we get to, we're aiming for about 28, 29 miles.
Yeah. Did you set this challenge that you had to?
Yeah.
We've got to lift back and we've got to meet that person at a certain time, so...
Yeah.
So yeah, if we don't get there to the Thursday evening,
They're
we
off
don't
to
have a look
Camden.
back. We started at about 12:30.
It's 12:40, we've just reached the half marathon mark, so 13.2 miles. Sun's come out, it's actually really hot now, and we're just about to enter the town of Painswick, where we're hoping we can find some water, because we've totally run out, and a bit of food. Apparently there's a pub here where we can grab some food, hopefully, just one. Yeah, so I'm sure I'll speak to you again once we're in Painswick. Here we are, we made it to Painswick. It's very pretty, lots of stone buildings and little cottages. Oldie worldy. Just got to try and find this pub now, get some food. Yeah? Oh yeah. That's the one and only shop in Painswick, I think. But yeah, really picturesque little village or town. We've just stopped at a little, I think it's like a little Italian restaurant actually. Well, the owner certainly sounds Italian. For some food, just ordered a jacket potato, tuna mayo. Chris has ordered a baguette. He's charging his devices. Nice Porsche. Yeah, look at these oldie worldy houses. Really nice. There was another place to eat opposite the shop down there. There's not a hell of a lot of a selection in this town. This is where we're eating. It's at Michael's Bistro. Quite nice. Chris has certainly made himself at home in this little restaurant. He's got his stuff charging over there. He's just going to put his socks out to dry in the garden. He's asked the lady for water. I think he's emptied his rubbish bin. Yeah, he's gone to town in this little restaurant. But yeah, why not? You know, make the most of it. You can tell this is a very well-to-do and posh town because look, 4 and a bedwinner, Channel 4. They even get a plaque for winning. So yeah, this is the sort of town it is. Here's a little fact for you, a little tidbit. If you ever been past an old house and noticed that some of the windows may have been bricked over, well, I'll tell you why they do that. So it's back in the olden times, they used to have taxes for how many windows you have, and the more windows you had, the more tax you pay. So some people used to avoid paying more tax by bricking up their windows. And that's where the expression daylight robbery comes from. And here is an example of that. See up there, look? Bricked over. Not entirely sure where we are, but this view's pretty amazing. It's probably
called Cooper's Hill.
Cooper's Hill.
240 metres.
There you go. It's probably the highest, well, it looks like the highest we've been. It isn't the highest we've been, but it certainly looks like the highest we've been. It's an amazing ridge that goes across there. Look. Actually see for miles if you look in the distance, look at the horizon. That's got to be at least 40 miles away, the horizon, from this height. Right, it's the 20-mile mark we've just done, and it's about 4:15, so we've made some pretty good progress today. It's been quite a good day actually. The weather's been really nice and sunny, not too hot. There was a bit of heat, but not unbearable. Nice views. I mean, look at that. That could almost be Tuscany with the rolling hills like that. But yeah, we're doing well. Our aim is to get to 29 miles, but we may continue if we've got some time left. We'll probably start looking for a camp spot around 7 o'clock. That's when it starts getting a bit light. But yeah, so far so good. Pretty spectacular views up here, but really loud drone from that motorway down there. It's kind of a shame really, because it is beautiful. It's so noisy. But yeah, I think we're heading over there, which looks very steep, but it does look quite cool. That's the view ahead, look. Lots of ups and downs. So I've been to this pub before, the Air Balloon. The reason why I've been here is I was doing a job up in Gloucester. My car broke down about 50 yards up there. My gearbox suddenly went. I couldn't change gear and I had to park just there where that Audi TT is, and basically couldn't get it into gear at all. And thankfully my cousin lives in Cheltenham. He came and picked me up, took me to the hotel I was staying at, and I was able to get to my job. But then I obviously had to come back the next day to get my car, and someone had parked literally in front of where my car was, and because I couldn't drive meant I couldn't move it, so I had to go in this pub and ask every single person if it was their, it was a Skoda, if it was their Skoda and if they could move it. Oh, that's weird. I think it was actually this exact Skoda. He must be a regular. And I was parked in front of it like there, and luckily it was the last person I asked, and it was their car, and they were just finishing their drink, and they're like, yeah, I'll move it now. Oh, it was an absolute nightmare, but luckily managed to get home to Brighton about 1 o'clock in the morning. It was horrible. I never want to do that again. But anyway, we're just going into this pub now to top up our water. So I realised I missed a little key feature in that story. So the pickup truck basically had to be in front of my car to be able to put my car in the back of his truck, but this Skoda was in the way, this white Skoda. Yeah, so he moved. Pickup truck could go there and he could drag it up to the back of the truck. But annoyingly also, because my gearbox and it wouldn't go into gear, it was broken, it wouldn't move. But luckily he had these little sleigh things which you could put under the wheel, and he managed to drag it up, so it worked out in the end. But yeah, that was an expensive month. We've just done a marathon, 2 days straight, 2 marathons. It's just gone 7. We've still got probably an hour of daylight left, but we'll probably start looking for somewhere to camp the next half an hour. Chris is still going strong, which is good, fair play to him, because his feet are crazy blistered, so he's done really well. I've struggled a bit today at times. It's been quite tough, but yeah, it's been a really good day. The weather's been lovely actually.
Another over 1,000 metres of elevation.
Yeah, so we've actually done more elevation than we did yesterday, which is weird because it didn't really feel like that. But yeah, I think we've got a very early start tomorrow morning if we're going to meet Chris's wife at the end at a decent hour. So we might get up at silly o'clock and start early so we can just power through. But yeah, we'll start looking for a campsite soon. I mean, our past 2 campsites have been pretty amazing actually. But campsite number 1, Sir James Dyson's back garden essentially. Day 2 we had that incredible view of the most amazing sunset. So it'll be interesting to see what we find tonight. Anyway, once we find it, I'll show it to you. Until then, see you in a bit. That is us done for the day. Just shy of 29 miles, which is what we were aiming for. Literally 0.2 of a mile off. So to be fair, I think we've done pretty well. Struggled to find a spot tonight actually. We found a spot about half a mile up the road, but it wasn't quite right. And we've climbed over a fence into this field. I'm not sure who it belongs to, and we feel like we shouldn't really be here, but I think it should be all right. Yeah, so over and out for today, and speak to you in the morning at ridiculous o'clock. So yeah, until then, bye.